3 steps to influence. These 3 steps can really make you see, I get to serve at the highest level when I get people to say yes. I wanted to really pull back the curtain on sales for you in your life so you understand it in a different way. And the first thing I want to share is the 3 steps to influence. Now, I could honestly train on this for 3 hours, but I thought these 3 steps can really make you see the difference of sales through, oh, why should they sell, or why should I sell? And what if I'm just good at something? People will come, compared to, oh no, I get to serve at the highest level when I get people to say yes. So, number 1, step up the love. Love what you do so much that you know you're doing them a disservice if you don't get them to engage, right? Number 2, you ready for number 2? Enter conversations already going on in the mind of your prospect, your future client, your current client, your friend, your family. See, what we do wrong so many times is we think we know, as a company, as a human, what people need. You know what your friend needs. You know what your kids need. You know what they need, but guess what? People don't take action with things they need. They take action with things they want, right? How many of us need to go to the gym more, right? How many of us need to eat less sugar? How many of us men need to be better listeners to our other half, right? We need to do that, but we don't do it unless we want to go to the gym, want a more intimate, passionate relationship, want to be healthier, right? People need to quit smoking, but they won't quit it until they want to quit smoking, right? So I want you to think about this. Here's another statement I want you to share. You should write this down. You should put it in your journal. Remember this forever. People buy from you, learn from you, listen to you when they feel understood, not when they understand you. People buy from you, learn from you, listen to you when they feel understood, not when they understand you. Think about this. Have you ever in your life watched a speaker on TV, watched a speaker live, right? And when you got done, you're like, they're awesome, pretty cool. Didn't take any notes. Don't feel like anything transformed in your life. You just basically listened to them and it was like, they're awesome, they're cool, right? That person usually talks about them. You understood them. You understood their journey, you understood their pain, you understood their success, and you cheered them on. But nothing different happened in your life, right? You didn't take notes. You don't have anything you're going to take action on, right? But then there's another speaker, like maybe Mr. Tony Robbins. As he's talking, you go, oh, this guy, is Tony living at my house? Is he looking at my texts? Tony feels me. Tony knows me. Tony entered conversations going on in my head. Tony knows what I want, but he's also delivering me what I need. It's because he's obsessed on what goes on in your head, entering conversations you're having, finishing your sentences, allowing you to feel understood because he's been there and he's studied millions of people over 40-something years. He knows where you are. He knows where you want to go. And here's the thing. He knows what you need to get there. So that's why you feel congruent with Tony. You need to do the same thing. You need to understand what's happening under the hood. I have a book, Millionaire Success Habits, one of the best-selling books of the past few years. People used to say, I see your ads everywhere. Do you think you run too many ads? I'm like, no, I'd run more if I could because I can't help people. I can't serve them. I can't let them know I feel them and I understand them and I know where they are and what they need unless they get my book. So yes, I will promote with compassion and authenticity because I can change their life if they get my book or my courses or my program. And it's the same thing here. Okay, so the second thing was enter conversations already going on in your future client, your current client, your family, your friends, like I do in business, like Tony does in business. The third one, emotional versus logical buyers. You have to understand this one in your business, in your life, in your relationships with your friends. I really want you to hear this. Emotional versus logical buyers. What does that mean? Okay, the perfect example is my sister and I. We came from the same parents. My sister's very successful. We changed up until my sister and I, things were pretty tough prior to us, right? My sister and I changed that. She has got her own business. It's incredibly successful. She has 2 incredible sons. One of them works for me, helps run my whole company. He's just an amazing young man, like freaking amazing. So both successful, both change the chaos, for lack of a better word, up to us, right? But we're completely different. I'm an emotional buyer. My sister's a logical buyer. So let me give you an example. If I'm going to look at a car, I literally right now, it's my favorite vehicle I've had. I drive a white Ford pickup truck right now. Yes, I feel fortunate I can buy any car I want, and I have a couple others. I'm not a big car guy, but I love this white Ford pickup truck. Let me just tell you, I'm the type, I go to the dealership, I see it, it's got cool wheels on it. I'm like, I want that. I'll take it. Do you want to drive it? No, I'm good. It's a brand new car. I'm sure it's great. Do you want to check on insurance? No, I'm good. I'm good. In fact, I'll take it if I can leave here in a half hour. Like, I'm in the motion. I'm in the moment. I want it. When I went to UPW and Tony was offering another level and we had already been friends, like I was saying literally, oh, if I could get this kind of training in business, can you tell me how? Like, I was the one anxious. Like, the moment they said there's business mastery, it's like, pew, I got it. I'm in. I want this car in a half hour. I don't know if we can do it. If I can leave here in a half hour, I'll buy that car, right? Now my sister is a logical buyer. My sister, if she's gonna buy a new car, she would research at home. She would look at all the different things about the vehicle, right? She would go to 3 different dealerships for prices. She would test drive. She would sit down with her husband and talk out what they feel is the best car and budget-wise. She would call her insurance company and say, will my insurance go up? Now, is one better than the other? Who in here right now, by show of hands, who's a crazy emotional buyer like me? All right. All right, like half, right? Who's a logical buyer like my sister? The other half, right? So I'm sharing that because in your business, in your life, in your communication with your family, your kids, people around you, if you're emotional or logical and you're only looking through one lens, you're pissing off or not selling the other half of the world. They can't even hear you because my sister thinks I'm absolutely insane. I think she's crazy. She thinks I'm nuts that I buy so quick. I think that I'd rather pull my toenails out than to go to 3 dealerships and test drive and do all that, right? One's not better than the other, but you have to talk to both. And when you get in training programs, you need to train for both. That's why Tony's so magical, because one's the tortoise, one's the hare. Do you guys remember, I don't know, maybe that was just here in the States, guys, and I know we're in 150 plus countries, but in the States, there was this commercial about a hose, right? It was this little teeny tiny hose. It looked like it could fit in your hands, but when you plugged it in and turned the water on, the hose got like 300 feet long. It's like, oh my God. I need that hose. Like, I will spontaneously, emotionally buy it, stick it in the garage, right? My sister would go, well, do I really need that hose? And it probably kinks, and not one is better than the other. But the point of selling, if you really want to impact everyone's lives with your product, with your service, you need to make sure you're talking to both. If you talk to just my sister, you're going to scare me away. If you talk just to me, you logical buyers are going to go, hell no, I ain't buying that. Like, I need more details. What date is it? What time is it? How long is it? What will I learn? What is the outcome? Can my husband come with me? Can my wife come with me? What if I'm on vacation? Can I do it virtually? All of those questions, right? Emotional versus logical. So here's what I want to tell you for your family, your future, what you have, is make sure you inspire emotional buyers by showing them what not only they want, but what they need. But make sure you answer the questions for logical buyers. Have the patience, because if not, you're doing logical buyers a disservice. How many times in life, you logical buyers, right? You thought about it, you wanted it, but there was one little piece missing, so you didn't take action, and then it was like the train went down the tracks and you missed this opportunity. Right? Going into winter, wanting to start your business, wanting to fix your relationship, wanting to find intimacy and passion again, or find new love in your life, or understanding how to manage wealth, or finally get the vitality you need to get your health to, because what is any of it without your health? If you're thinking about that and you crave it, but you don't know the dates, the time, if it works for you, if there's enough, is it little, is it too much? If you don't know, I'm going to encourage you to ask, because that's how logical buyers get momentum. Because I also know, even though my sister's massively successful, I also know if you're 1 inch above or a millimeter above my sister, if you don't have it, you miss it. And you don't want another missed opportunity, right? If you heard what I said today, number one, step up the love and caring. Number two, enter conversations already going on. And last, emotional versus logical. You need that for you. Guys, thank you so much for allowing me to spend this time with you and share about sales. I hope it shifted your mind. I hope you look at it through a different lens. I hope now when you go to make an offer or talk to your children, your spouse, the people you work with, the company you have, the sales that you make, or raising your career, I hope you look at sales through a different light, through service. I hope when you have somebody offer you something, you don't feel repelled. You go, oh, they're trying to serve me on another level. Yes, this works for me, or no, it doesn't, but I'm cool that they're offering. When you change the way you look at it, it changes everything.